This turned an already gorgeous car into something that looked out of this world. Before modifications, this beast could easily set you back 150K, but with Dolph's signature camo wrap along with some other modifications he may have made, his G-Wagon sits firmly in the $175,000 to $200,000 price range. At this point, almost every celebrity around drives the G-Wagon. However, young Dolph just put that extra touch into his G-Wagon that made it different from the rest. He clearly used his car a lot, considering over $500,000 worth of luxury goods were once stolen from this very G-Wagon in 2019 after he left it unlocked. 2018 Demon SRT. Dolph's Demon SRT was one of the cars he loved taking out the most for a spin. After all, why wouldn't he? The Demon SRT is already one of the most badass cars in the world, but when you wrap it with camo in the same way Dolph had, you basically have the coolest car you can imagine. While the price of the Demon SRT starts at around 85K, Dolph's Demon might be closer to around 100K due to the internal and external modifications. Bentley Continental GT. If you were a fan of Dolph's music videos, then odds are you've probably already seen this Bentley. This is the same Bentley that Dolph used in his music videos for Major, appearing at around the 130 mark of the video. Dolph's variant seems to be the Bentley Continental GT. If you had the W12 convertible version of that car like young Dolph did, you'd probably be out $250,000 at the least. Now add Dolph's modifications, that's an extra 25K at the minimum. This was really the kind of car that gets people talking and turning their heads. A Bentley is pretty boring and standard as far as super expensive luxury automobiles go, but young Dolph managed to turn it into something fitting for a rapper such as himself. Rolls-Royce Phantom EWB. The Bentley isn't the only status symbol that young Dolph showed off in his music videos and wrapped in camo. Dolph was also the proud owner of a Rolls-Royce Phantom EWB, which, as we already mentioned, was fully wrapped in camo. This was one of young Dolph's most expensive cars, starting at around $500,000. You know that the modifications for this car were pretty expensive as well, and getting a wrap around a car like this would set him back at least 20K. Dolph also owned a Rolls-Royce SUV on top of his Phantom. The regular SUV costs around 350K, but if we take Dolph's word for it, he claimed to have spent 440K on the modifications alone on his Facebook page. While that might sound ridiculous, we wouldn't put it past Dolph to spend that much on something like a Phantom EWB. But believe it or not, this is still not the most expensive car he owned. To see what car that was, make sure to keep watching until the end of the video. Lamborghini S Aventador. The Lamborghini S Aventador was one of Dolph's signature cars for a long time. I mean, who wouldn't be amazed by a beast like this one? It was one of the first sports cars that young Dolph got after he got big in the rap scene, and as a way of giving back to his fans, it was also the first car that he gave away to a young fan. He started a contest in which a lucky fan that bought his merch online would win his Lamborghini S Aventador, which was valued at around 500K. When the winner was announced, Dolph drove the car to her house himself and recorded her reaction. It was a touching moment between fan and artist, and proof of just how much Dolph appreciated his fans. Mercedes-Benz Maybach. Yes, you heard that right. Young Dolph was also the owner of the incredible Mercedes-Benz Maybach truck. The Maybach series is Mercedes,
which consists of wrapping all your cars in white or in the same color. In 2011, this collection was delivered in blizzard-like conditions, boasting a Porsche Panamera S, a luxurious Grand Tourer that was the car to own back in the day. This one was customized with Forgiato rims and a cream white interior and full leather. A Panamera in those days was valued between $100,000 and $150,000. Its autos included a drop-top Lamborghini Gallardo with the same matching custom wheels, but this time with a very unique blue leather interior, along with gray and black accents. There was even a sticker with his name and initials on the back window. His pimped-out Lambo costed him a whopping $150,000. He also owned a pimped-out Bentley Continental GT, a G car for sure, worth around $250,000 if not more. And his most typical car, though, was his classic Oldsmobile Cutlass with an all-red interior looking crazy. When asked why he decided to opt in for red, he thought that a real rich red inside would make the white pop even more. The man does not fit in the norm. His second wave was wrapping his cars mint in 2020. For his 39th birthday, he purchased several high-dollar gifts for himself, all at the same time. We're not talking one, not two, but three turquoise luxury vehicles. He first purchased a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the most luxurious SUV in the world. According to Toddy's team, the Rolls-Royce truck costed about $450,000 plus $30,000 for customization. He also went for a beautiful Ferrari F8 Tributo, one of Ferrari's latest supercars and one of the most good-looking ones. This one was around 400 grand. And with those two came a Lamborghini Urus, which is one of the celebrities' favorites, priced at $300,000. Together, the rapper spent $1.3 million on his birthday gifts. Furthermore, he also received some car gifts from his rapper friends. For example, rap star from Detroit, 42 Doug, gifted him a bright red 2020 Corvette C8 Stingray that looks super fire. Powered by a 6.2-liter V8, this mid-engine masterpiece boasts an impressive pedigree and is a sports car purpose-built to take on all challengers. It delivers 490 horsepower and goes from 0 to 60 in about 3.3 seconds. You can't refuse a gift worth $70,000, right? Lastly, his most recent purchase is this insane Rolls-Royce Phantom, the Don car. He spent $600 on this absolutely stunning black Phantom with the yellow interior for a unique spec. The Phantom is known for its high-end features, such as a V12 engine, advanced suspension technology, a spacious, luxurious cabin, and a distinctive design that exudes elegance and sophistication. The Phantom is often considered one of the most luxurious and prestigious cars in the world.